Hello everyone. Welcome to your bar class. My name is Elena. Make sure you have some space, a light pair of weights from 1 to 3 pounds, and your body. And maybe a chair or anything close by if you would like anything to hold onto for balance or stability. I have my handy dandy bar. A chair or a wall or anything sturdy will also work. Well, let's go ahead and set our watches. If you didn't remember, go ahead and get it going. We are going to start with our warm-up, and we're going to start with our arms. Let's bring those arms up. We're going to reach nice and tall. We're going to bend those elbows and squeeze them down into our sides and back up and down. Whoa, my light looks so bright today. And squeeze up. Straight arms all the way down. I want you to cross those hands behind, all the way up. Cross in front, big circle, cross behind. Let's open up that chest. Good. Arm circles back. Take a nice little bend in those knees. Let's warm up those arms. And reverse that direction. Hello, everyone hopping on. We are just going through our warm-up. All right, go ahead and bring that heel up to your butt. We're just gonna bring it up. Nice, slow little hamstring curl. Stretch out those quads a bit. And 3, 2, 1, knees in front, lift and lift. Strong core, flat back. We're gonna lift it up, out to that diagonal and down. Front, side, down. Front, side, and down. Repeat. Notice if you're feeling any tightness in those hip flexors there. Whoa. All right, reverse it. Bring it out to the side, in front, out to the side, in front. A few more. Good. All right, some leg swings. Whichever leg you want to start with, just take it and swing it forward and back. Keeping that upright, chest nice and upright. Just letting gravity do the work here. And switch legs. Forward and back. 3, 2, and 1. All right. We're gonna stretch out those feet, pedaling, pressing those heels, feet into the ground one at a time. Spreading out those toes, stretch them out. Good. From here, we're gonna flip that foot over. Left foot, flip the toes over, stretch through the front of that foot. Switch feet, right foot, tuck those toes under, light stretch in that foot. Good, all right, point that foot out in front, hold that leg here. I want you to squeeze in that quad muscle, strong core. You're just gonna roll that ankle around 3 times in both directions. And then you're gonna flex the foot, pull the toes back towards you, and then point the foot. Flex and point, flex and point. Sometimes we don't pay enough attention to our feet. Left leg, circle 3 times, circle 3 times. Flex, point, flex. How is your feet doing today? And point, flex, and point. Remember that mobility in those ankles are really helpful for squats and a lot of our other movements that we have. We're gonna go into our calf raises, get those legs first. We're gonna start in our parallel position, like my little jazz fingers here. So feet hip right under those hips, flat back, bring those hips under. We'll roll up to the top of those feet and bring it down and up, down and up. Squeezing in the quads, in the glutes, and in the core. We're gonna double time a little bit faster. We're gonna go up, up, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up and hold. Take your hand off of whatever you're using for balance and test your balance. Bring those heels down, bend the knees, and stretch those calves. We're gonna repeat in our first position, AKA heels together, toes apart. Retuck those glutes underneath. Nice and tall position, roll up through the heels, up and down, up, down, and double time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it at the top. Take your balance, give your hands on the hips. Nice flat back, make sure those hips are tucked under. Squeezing, and bring it down, bend the knees. From here, staying in this little first position, we are just going to bend those knees and come back up. Your stopping point is right when you feel your heels start to lift off the ground. That's your bottom. So press, think of tracking those knees right past that big toe and stopping right when those heels feel that nice stretch. Down and up one more time. Let's get those quads working. All right, we're gonna step it out to our second position. Toes facing diagonal, and you guessed it, tuck those hips, heavy tailbone. We're gonna roll up onto those toes. Make sure you're up on those toes. Don't let those ankles roll in. Make sure you're spreading the weight out evenly. From here, drop it down, up 1, up 2, nice and slow for 4. All right, double time. We're gonna go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it. Feel your quads. Are you squeezing in your quads? Are you squeezing in your glutes? Is your core tight? Are your shoulders down? Hold it for 3, 2, 1, and bring those feet down. Bend those knees. Take a stretch. Good. All right. Shake out those legs. My neighbor is mowing their lawn, so if you hear that, apologies. All right. We have our plies on our demi point. Feet together, hip width apart. We're gonna roll up onto those toes. Make sure those feet and ankles are in line. They're not out to the sides. Bend the knees just about a couple inches. So remember, we're not down here. It's not a squat. Retuck those hips underneath. We're gonna pulse down, down, down and up. Inch down, inch up. Remember, you can do all of this on flat feet as well if you need a little bit of a modification, if this is a little bit too intense. Pulse it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it at the bottom. I want you to take those hips and I want you to set that butt back and then tuck it underneath. So this is a tuck. We're gonna take it out, back here, arch the back, tuck it underneath. So you're just getting that movement of untucking and tucking. Squeeze. Press those hips back, bring them under. One more time, out and in. This tucked position is the position you want to be in. We're gonna hold it for 5, 4, squeeze those glutes together for 3, 2, 1. Drop those heels down to the floor. Without moving, drop and bring those heels back up. Down, up, down, up, down, up for 3 more. 2, 1, hold it here. And bring it up to drop it down and shake out those legs. we have our first position. Same movement with our pulses. We're gonna bring it up onto the toes. Slide those heels in together so that they're almost touching. And you may have a little bit of a forward lean, bend those knees. Bring it back. Remember that untucked position. Tuck it back under. Pulse down, down, and down. Remember, drop those heels down if you need to. Up an inch, down an inch. Pulse it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it at the bottom. Go ahead and you can take your hands off of whatever you're holding onto. Pulse those knees back, 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 back. Small movements. Woo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Stand it up. Drop it down. Take it out. Last set in our second position. Big breath in. Relax. All right. So our feet are a little bit wider than our shoulders. Roll those feet up. Get up on those toes. Retuck those hips underneath. Bend those knees. Just about to here. We're gonna pulse. Down, down, down. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep pulsing. We're gonna drop this right heel. Down, up, down, up, down, up. For 3, 2, 1. Left leg. Go down, up, down, up, down. Keep pulsing. For 3, 2, 1. And hold it. Drop those heels down to the ground. We're gonna pulse in this position. Down, 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 and down. Keep it going. Keep those hips tucked under, shoulders above hips. Those quads should be feeling it. Pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand it up. Shake it out. Ooh. All right. We're gonna do a little bit more glute work today. So we're gonna do a little bit more on the ground. We are gonna start with our, what's it called? These ones. Work on our hip flexors just a little bit before we go down to the floor. We're gonna start on our right leg. Standing up nice and tall. Soft knees. Retuck those hips. Right leg comes out. Knee is facing the ceiling and it's right in front of us. We're gonna squeeze that quad, squeeze that whole foot. Lift, lower, lift to lower, lift and lower. This left leg can be bent or it can be straight, whatever is more comfortable, but a soft bend is also fine. Doesn't need to get up to 90. If you can, go for it. If not, 45 is fine. We got 3, 2, 1. We're gonna go and hold that leg out there. Woo. Feeling it right here. I want you to flex that foot. Point, flex, point, flex, and point. One more time. Lift it just a tiny bit higher and lower it. Get that extra oomph in there. All right, we've got the same thing on the left side. I always turn, I don't know why. Prep your position, soft knees, tuck those hips under, left leg in front. From here, lift, lower. The only thing moving is that leg. Good. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna hold that leg right where you can. So if it's low, keep it low. Hold it here, point and flex, point, flex, point, flex, One more time and lift it up a little higher and bring it down and shake it out. If you need to, you can take a nice little stretch here for those hip flexors, side to side. Take it into a nice big circle. We're gonna make our way down to the floor for some donkey kicks and some hip circles. If you have a band and you've done donkey kicks for a long time or anything like that, feel free to put this on. I am not going to use that today, but you can use this. So we're gonna start our donkey kicks on our hands and knees. So with our donkey kicks, let's start with our right leg first, because why not? Make sure that those hands are right under the shoulders. Look and check, make sure those knees are under the hips, and make sure your back is not arched, and make sure it's not hunched. We want to be right in the middle. Shift the weight over onto that left knee. Bring that right foot up into essentially a right angle. Flex that foot like you have a bowl of soup on the top of your foot and you don't want to drop it. That leg comes down, it comes up, and where it stops in that glute is where you squeeze and press through that heel. The heel is guiding you, up and squeeze, and down, up and squeeze. Here's 4. Good, let's keep it going. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Got 8 more. 8, 7, 6. Keep the shoulders away from your wrists. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna hold it at the top, squeeze and pulse. Lift, lift. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more. 8, 7. Keep squeezing. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it there. Extend that leg straight. Tap the toe, lift and squeeze. Tap, lift and squeeze. How's that glute doing? Squeeze. 5, only 8, 6, 7, and 8. Bring that knee in, rock back to a child's pose. Bring it back up onto all fours. Bring that right knee underneath into a quick pigeon. Stretch out that right hip. All right, we're gonna go back to our all fours position. If you get sore wrists and at any point your wrists start to get a little bit sore, you can do these on the elbows. Same thing, just make sure your back is nice and straight. Either way, they both work the same. So here we go. We're gonna same thing, pull that core up and in, left leg, bring it up, flex that foot, lock it in, down, up 1, squeeze, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Stay strong in that upper body as well. 3, 2, 1, and hold. Pulse it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extend it straight. Tap the toe straight down, up and squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 more, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Bring it in, child's pose. And bring it up and through for a little pigeon on the left side. Doing good. right. So we have fire hydrants next, or dirty dogs, or many different names for these ones, but this is where we're gonna start back on our right leg, back to all fours. That leg is gonna come out to the side, down and up. So what we don't want is that hip to open up to the side. We don't want you coming all the way up here. Think of keeping that torso nice and stable. Here we go. Right leg out to the side and down. You can make this a little harder by adding a hold at the top. And as these get harder for you, you're just going to decrease that range of motion from essentially 90 degrees to 45 to however small you need it to be. 7 and 8. 8 more. 8, 7. These are brutal. 6, 5, 4, 3. I know that left leg's feeling it too. 2 and 1. Rock back. Your stabilizing leg works just as hard as the one going up in the air. So it's completely normal to feel it in that left side. All right. Back to all fours. Readjust. Here we go. Left leg. Bring it in. Up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Try not to lean too far into that standing hip. Try to stay right over it. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rock back to your child's pose. Not done those in so long, you guys. Those are super, super beneficial, especially for that low back. Strengthen those glutes all around our sides as well. All right, let's bring those feet out around and in front for some bridges. Option here. Again, if you have a band, take a second, go ahead and put that on if you would like. I love my banded bridges around the thighs. Completely optional. We're gonna lay it down. All right, if you've done bridges with me before, you know the steps. Belly to spine. Go ahead and squeeze those glutes together, feel those heels on the floor, lift and feel that tailbone up, press and squeeze. Hold it here. Find where you're feeling it, and then we're gonna bring those hips down and up. Down and up. Up and squeeze. Keep pressing through those heels, up and down. I like to come up, hold, 1, 2, 3, and down. Up, hold, 1, 2, 3, and down. One more. All right, bring it up and hold that bridge there. Whether you have a band or not, you're going to take those knees and pull them apart and in. Think an inch out, an inch in. Small movement. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Bring those hips down and breathe. Take those knees into the chest, give them a nice little stretch. We have one more set. All right. Down. Belly to spine, squeeze and lift. Up 1. Down and out. 2. 3. 4. 5, 6, 7. Don't worry, that was me, you guys. 8. We're holding here. We're gonna hold it, feel those heels into the ground, squeeze those glutes together. We're gonna take those knees apart for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't let those hips drop. 7. Last one. 8. Bring it down. Drop that up. We're going to take it into a nice little stag position. One leg in front of the other. And bring it down. Stretching those hips. Same thing on the other side. Left leg in front. Good. All right. We are going to do one more set of a lower body exercise. We are going to stand. If you have a weight that you would like to use, if you'd like to make this more of a heavier strength-based exercise, it is just a squat. We're going to do regular basic squats here, but we're going to do more of a straddle squat. So we're going to hold one weight between our legs. If you don't have a weight, that is absolutely fine. The goal here is just to keep those glutes working right after we just tired them out with all of those exercises. So for these ones, you want your feet a little bit wider than hip width. Toes facing forward, roll those shoulders back and down. Think of squeezing those scapulas together, and you're just gonna take it down into a normal squat. Down until about there, still nice flat back. Bring it up and down. As you come up to standing, you don't wanna completely lock out and rest here. I want you to keep it going, keep those legs almost locked out, so they don't straighten completely. And we're just going. We're still going. Down and up. You can take the hands on the hips if you don't have your weight here. Bring it down and up, press to those heels. Keep that chest lifted. We got 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna hold. Hold it here. We're gonna pulse up and down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And stand and shake it out. Shake out those legs. We're gonna go into a little bit of core. We're gonna take it standing first. Take a couple twists side to side. Breathing. All right. Let's bring it down to the floor. If you need a sip of water, now is your time. Okay. We are gonna go into a side plank. We're gonna do a side plank on the right with a leg lift. So you guessed it. Glutes are still working. More of our outer glutes and our hips here. So we're on our elbow, elbows in line with shoulder. Knees are bent. From here, you can lift it up right into this position. This is your modified position. Top leg is out. You want to make this a little bit harder. Both legs, arm up. That's your options. Here we go. We got 30 seconds. We're going to bring it up. I have my bottom leg down. Strong core, leg lifts and taps. Lift, lower, lift, and lower. Stay strong on that right arm as well. Don't sink into that shoulder. Three, 2, and 1. Take it into a elbow plank for 30 seconds. We have 10 more seconds to breathe. So take a nice little stretch. All right, elbows under the shoulders, hands flat on the ground, spread out those fingers. Inhale, bring it up, hold that plank. You can squeeze those ankles together. I'd rather those hips be a little bit too high than too low. Make sure you're squeezing those glutes. Keep that belly button pulled in. Press those shoulders away from your elbows. We got like 6 seconds left. We're doing great. We got 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. We're gonna bring it onto that left side for our left side leg lift. All right. So if you think about it, hips and heels should just about be in line. Extend that leg out, arm up, and adjust. Lift 1. That leg doesn't need to lift past, right where your hip is. Once you get up here, you stop using those glute muscles and you're using a little bit more of your core and leg muscles. We want to focus on those outer hips. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. We're going to repeat 30 seconds in that plank. Rock it back. 5 more seconds to breathe. Here we go. Elbow plank. Bring it up. Have ankles apart in a wider stance. All right. Keep holding. We're doing good. We're halfway there. Feel free to rock forward and back. You could do some hip dips, some twists. You got 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, flip it over. Onto the back. All right, we're gonna take it onto our elbows. Laying back. All right, feet up. Both feet up. We're gonna go one leg at a time. Drop it down and up. Down and up. Staying up on those shoulders, not slouching back into them. Nice and slow and controlled. Good, and break. Staying in this position. We're gonna stay right here. All right, we got 5 more seconds to breathe. We're gonna go into a tabletop position. Here we go. We're gonna take those legs around, circle, up to the top. I want you to draw that big circle with your feet. Knees bent is more of a modification. If you would like to take it up a notch, straighten those legs. Big circle, all the way up. Circle it up, 1. Almost there. And break. Sit it up. If you have a weight, we have Russian twist next. Otherwise, you can make your little shark fins. And we're gonna go side to side. Here we go. Roll it back. Lean back until you feel that core kick in. Side to side. Side to side, 10 seconds. We are not repeating any of our core exercises today. We are gonna do a few more. 2, 1, and break. We are doing good, you guys. All right. Doing good. Take a nice little stretch. All right. Lean it back. Feet up in the air. We are going to reach for those toes, lifting up and down. So with these ones, when you do them too fast, you end up doing this. And that's not really working much of anything. So we want to take it nice and slow. I want you to think of reaching up, touch those toes, slowly bring it back down and up. Reach and down. Good, keep it up. You can reach for the heels, you can reach for the toes. Keep those eyes looking up at the ceiling. Good. And one more. And break. Bring those feet down to the floor. All right, we're gonna do the opposite part. So now we are going to take our shoulders off the ground. Lift those shoulders up, hands up. We're in this contracted position. You're gonna reach for those heels, side to side, penguins. Tap those heels, side, 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 and side. Shoulder blades stay lifted. Knees are little. If you need a break, bring it down and breathe. And then bring it up and keep going because you got 10 seconds. Side to side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Whew. All right. Flip it over, take a little stretch here on the forearms. Lift the chin. We're gonna go into some push-ups next. All right, we have 2 sets of push-ups. One is going to be our normal wide-ish position. For push-ups, you can be out here or in here at that nice 45-degree angle. So out here is okay. Work a little bit more back. Here's fine. Then for the second set, we're gonna work on being a little bit more closer in for those triceps. So here we go. We're gonna go for a set of 8 and then another set of 8. So go at your own pace, on the knees or on the toes. Here we go. First set, a little bit wider position with those hands. Strong core, drop it down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Rock it back. Push-ups are very difficult for you and you're struggling with your push-ups today. I want you to focus on just the 2 aspects of your push-up, which is the lower. I want you to lower yourself all the way down to the ground. Take a second, and then work on pushing yourself back up from the ground. So you get a break in between those 2 phases of up and down. All right, here we go. One more set. This time we're gonna do a little bit closer, narrower position. You can do a diamond push-up or just a little bit closer so that those elbows come back. And we push up. 1, 2, triceps. 3. Woo, these are hard. 4, 5, 6, 7. One more for 8. Rock it back. We're gonna lay it down on the stomach, nice and flat on the ground. We are going to do a little bit of a back extension. So make sure that those hips, you feel those hip bones pressing into the floor. Squeeze your cheeks. Give it that nice protection here. We're gonna bring those arms out in front of us. We are going to lift those shoulder blades off, squeeze those arms down in like a W, and bring it out back down to a flat position. Lift, shoulder blades, glutes or squeeze. Bring them back, squeeze scapulas, and up for 2. We have 8 in total. Here's 3. Bring it down. 4, As you are lifting off the ground, make sure those glutes stay squeezed. 5, 6, 7, whew, and 8, and rest. And stand it up. Rock it back. Grab your lighter weights. We are going to finish with some shoulders. And then you guys, that will be it for the day. All right, let's find those light weights. And if you don't have weights, just pretend. Okay. All right. Parallel position. Soft knees. We have our front raises. Up and down. 4, 5, 6, 7. Make sure that back is nice and straight. 8. Good. From here, set this to the side. Out and down. Out and down for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, we're gonna do what I like to call a Polyquin Raise. So from here, those hands are down by our sides. We're gonna bend them up. So we have that nice 90-degree angle. Elbows out. All right, from here, extend it straight and down, okay? So we bend, elbows up, extend, and down. Again, repeat. And down. These are not so bad for the first couple. Then the heavier weights you use, the more brutal these get very quickly. Up here, repeat. Out and down. One more. Bend, lift elbows, out and down. All right, we have L raises. One to the side, one to the front. And switch. Kind of like a brain game. Patting your head and rubbing your stomach. Make sure those hips are still tucked under and that low back is protected. Nice soft bend in the knees. We're doing good. A few more. 2. And 1. All right. From here, thumbs up on top. So you want to give thumbs up, arms out, and down. Up, down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold it out there. Pulse it up and down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Thumbs down. Down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Bring them down. Roll it down to those feet. Take a stretch. Roll it up. Roll those shoulders back. Palms face towards me. Holding here. I know if you don't have light weights, it's going to feel like nothing, but I want you just to pulse those weights in those arms, squeezing those elbows into the sides. Nice, small movements here. We're just pulsing it. A little smaller. Just holding. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Full bicep curl all the way down, up for 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. From here, elbows back, kickbacks. Last set. You just want those triceps to wake up a bit. Remember, if you don't have weights, you're still squeezing those hands like you are holding weights. Hold those hands back there, straight arm pulses. Lift 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll those shoulders out. Take it into a nice wide position. Take those weights up over the head. Side to side. Bring them down. Big circle up. Circle down. And up. And down. One more time. Good. Roll those shoulders forward. Roll through your spine. All the way down to the ground. Every so often, it is nice to take a 1 to 5 pound weight and do a roll through with that spine all the way down to the ground, adding just a tiny bit of weight, just so that you never know when your spine may need have an extra load on it when you're picking it up, and we want to make sure that our backs are always ready for that. So roll through nice and slow and controlled. Place those weights out in front of you. You can let them go, hands to the ground, bend and straighten the knees. Roll it back up. Take a nice wide stance position. We're gonna bring it down. I want you to either drop those elbows down or hands, drop the shoulders down and down. And straighten those legs out one last time. I know we are past time. Roll it up, roll those shoulders back, roll out those wrists. Right hand up. Give yourself a high five. Thank you guys for joining today. See you next week.